I hope that I'll be able to close my stream after after the session will end. That means without any disturbance, no load shedding, nothing. I wish I will be able to do that. By the way, guys, good morning. How are you all? I hope that everyone is cool. No need to bring your paper and pen today because I'm not going to teach anything today. Nothing is new. I'll just show you what is the difference between learning and trading. What is trading and what is learning actually. So today's session, both London session and the New York session is gonna be the trading session only. That means I'll only focus on trading except learning. I hope that after today you will really understand what I'm doing here. I'm not doing trading here. I'm just doing the learning session so that we can all learn the price action. But how is actually the trading is going to be? I'm going to focus over there. So trading is too boring. There will be not too much talking, not explaining the price action. It's quite very quiet. Okay, just keep quiet and do focus on the trading only. That is that type of situation. I believe that after today you will understand the importance of the streaming. What I am doing over here in YouTube, you'll understand that. So this is the London session, and over here I have this buy side liquidity. I have this sell side liquidity. Little difficult to see, but if you see just above the new opening gap low, I have this low, and that low. All of them are relatively equal lows. This is relatively equal lows. This time market tried to take that liquidity but failed. That means this is the strongest liquidity. I have this strongest liquidity here. I have this buy side liquidity over here. In London session, I don't care about the liquidity. I only care about making liquidity. That means if it is going to make the liquidity the London session, I will go for the trade. If it doesn't do that, I'm just not interested to push the button. So 95% of the time London session makes the liquidity. I will go for that. I'm waiting when market is going higher. I'm just waiting to see if it can reach until this line to make the liquidity. Now when it will trade this liquidity, I will have to look, I mean, I have to see is there any kind of fair value cap or higher time frame PDR or not. As you can see just above this highs, I have this fair value cap. If this run can reach until this high and trade this fair value cap, I'll start to look for sell. If it started to fall, I'm just not interested to trade. From here, I'm just not interested to trade. So I will wait until this guy come here near to this high. It doesn't need to take that highs or trade this parabolic gap. It can simply come very near to this high and it can trade this parabolic gap. So far, I'll just mark this parabolic gap because I have the parabolic gap over there, which is also valid as my higher time frame PDR. But all I have to see, can it come closer to this high? If it doesn't come closer to this high and body doesn't close inside this parabolic gap, I'm not interested to look for sell. This is the waiting period. I will just wait for the price action. If I get what I'm looking for, I'll go for the trade. Remember again, I want to remind you again, this is not gonna be the learning session, it's gonna be the trading session. Okay, so both London session, New York session, and I believe that I'll be able to come around the New York PM session as well. So I'll come all of this session just for trading. No teaching, nothing, no price action explanation, nothing at all. Just trading. This is just for today. I will from tomorrow it's gonna be again the learning session. You will see a lot of losing trade, and I will keep explaining the price action. Here in London session, I will try to two entry. I believe that I'll get my profit by those two entry. If the first entry is winning trade, I'm just done for the London session. I'll do the same in the morning session. Wait for just two entry. I'll go for one winning only. And around the PM session, yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. So London session is gonna start from 2 a.m. New York local time to 5 a.m. New York local time. But if I don't get the setup within 5, then I will wait until 5:30 to see if I can have any setup, or if it is just flat. Okay, so I will wait until 5:30 to see if I get any kind of setup. No pushing button is valid before 2 a.m. New York local time, because that is outside of the session. Now, if you push the button outside of the session, that is extremely dangerous. Even most of the pro trader who actually trade the ICT concepts, I am not talking about ICT himself, Michael J. Huddleston. I'm not talking about him, but I'm just talking about all of his students. I don't care how beautiful or how good the student he is, but outside of the session is extremely dangerous, because over there, if you push the button, that's gambling. You don't know what is going to happen. For example, in lunch hour, the most beautiful setup also doesn't work. It seems like it is going to work, but most of the time it doesn't work. That doesn't mean 100% of the time you will be wrong, but most of the time you will be wrong. So where you know that whatever you are doing, it's not confident, or you don't have the confidence, by pushing button. Okay. By the way, guys, can you hear me? I hope that you can hear me. Tito, why no explanation? Please try and explain also. It is very helpful. Netk, it's just for today. Just for today, as you can see that I have already scheduled the New York AM session. The name is Learning versus Trading. So it's just for today, because people should know, I mean, all of us should know that what is learning and what is trading. Trading is very quiet, okay? Now it's something like horror place. I will only focus on the entry, then I'll push the button, I'll manage my trade by myself, no talking. Two times can't be happen all together. That means trading and learning or teaching is can't be happen all together. At least not by me. I am not able to do that all together. So just for today, it's gonna be only trading session, and the teaching session or everything else is gonna be from tomorrow again. By the way, you can hear me, right? Yeah. If you can't hear me, then you won't just reply me. I posted on your Discord what I'm in for London longs. Oh, okay. I don't know when did you push your button, because I can see that I have started my Steam out too. So I guess you pushed, I mean, push your button before too. Yes, understand. Okay, you also have to trade, so totally understand. But if possible, can you explain after you are done trading, just for people who need to understand why, if you have time? Yep, Netk, after trading, I will explain. I talk too much. I know that I won't be quiet, but trading is something over there where I am not going to explain every price action. I will only explain the entry setup or the run I am looking for. So when the run is done, my explanation is also done. Okay. Yes, yes, we can hear you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, brother, for confirming that. So right now I'm just waiting to see if it can go a little higher to make the buy side liquidity. Now from this height to that height, that's not the buy side liquidity or relatively equal highs. Relatively equal highs or lows is kind of something like this low and that low, they're relatively equal lows. Even this low is also the relatively equal lows. But if you have a low here and here another low, it's not relatively equal lows. Something like here, this is not relatively equal lows. So I have to wait to see if it can go little higher to make the relatively equal lows, I mean sorry, relatively equal highs. Then if it trade this parabolic cap, as I have this parabolic cap, perfect. It doesn't need to take that high. If it takes that high, then I'll see this parabolic cap. Can it trade this parabolic cap? After trading this parabolic cap, I'll start to look for sell. I'm not interested to look for sell right now. I'll just watch the price. If it keep falling, I'll see this low and the next low. Can it make the relatively equal lows? Because this low is valid, because this is a swing low. Also, I have a parabolic up over here. So when it will fall, if it can fall before making the buy side liquidity, I'll look for this low and the next low as my relatively equal lows. If it can make it, I'll go for the buy. I mean, I'll look for the buy. Waiting, waiting, and waiting period. Okay. 95% time you have to wait for the setup. then your pushing button is gonna be 1%, and rest 9% is your psychology. That means you have to skip the FOMO, you have to skip the bad setup, everything you have to skip. Again, I'll go for just to trade, and obviously this is the London session, not going to be. This is how I used to trade. This is how I used to trade. Now it's been a long. I don't trade anymore, but if I when I were trading, this is how I actually keep trading. I just opened my chart. I waited for some specific thing. If that things happen, then I will push my button. Otherwise, I'll just watch the market and I'll let him go. I don't care about this whole price action. What is happening here? I don't care. I don't care anything about here because that has already happened. So I will wait for the next things to happen. The liquidity should be created from 15-minute chart, obviously. So don't focus on 1 minute chart. By the way, this is the fair value gap which has created within 12 to 12:30. The first fair value gap. There is that fair value gap. I just marked this one because it has some value as per ICT's 2024 mentorship. You will get some kind of reaction from this one. This one, okay. So it's the fair value gaps and like 9:30. First fair value gap after 9:30. It is that type of fair value gap, but not the first fair value gap. The obvious fair value gap as market went higher. This was the fair value gap after 12 around here. So this 12, then this is the bullish fair value gap. Market went higher by using this fair value gap. So this fair value gap is important. So I'm believing that market will go higher and it will go at very near to that buy side liquidity, make relatively equal highs, trade this fair value gap, then it will give me the sell setup. When you will trade, make sure that you are in, I mean, you are alone in your room. Nobody's nobody's over there. There is nothing that is going to distract you. You have to be fully focused on the chart. Nothing. You can't think about anything else. Just this candle. What is happening? You have to you have to fully concentrate on the price action. You have to fully concentrate over there. If you can't focus, don't trade. So trading is nothing like I came in front of my chart. I have 30 minutes time. So let's push the button. There is a sell setup. Push the button. Go for the trade. It's not something like that. I'm living in 2 rooms and 2 kids. My wife. Okay, Adrian. I hope that you will be able to manage your trading because if you can't focus, that means you are trading. When I start to trade, I just lock my door. Sometimes my mom actually come, my mother she come. I can't just stop her, but when she come, I just get distracted because whatever I was thinking, I get distracted by her. You can't do that. It's something I don't know how to manage, but this is very important, extremely important. So you have to be very focused. Focusing is everything. If you can focus for half an hour, for example, the whole day, you are able to focus for half an hour. For me, if you ask me how long you can focus on this chart, maximum 1 hour. Maximum 1 hour I can focus. Then my head started to spin because I can't focus on the price action anymore. So that 1 hour focusing time is my time to trade. If the setup created in between that 1 hour, it can be anytime whenever I started to focus on the chart, I will go for the trade. Otherwise, outside of my focusing area, I'm not interested. It's something like, the your target is in front of you. You have a gun. I gave you the gun, and I told you hit the target. Now, if you can't focus, If I just someone is just yelling around you, and you can't focus on your target, how can you hit the target? Then you will start to gamble. Let's see, I'll just I mean trigger the I'll trigger it. If it hit, it will hit, otherwise I'm going to fail. That's all. So you have to focus on your target, otherwise trading is not gonna be easy for you. Adrian, the most important thing is, my father used to tell me, that is the most, I mean, meaningful advice for my life. This advice actually. So when I started to use that advice, my life has changed. Believe me or not, I don't know. He used to tell me, when you have to do something, you have to do it. You can't think there is some obstacle. Whatever will come in front of you, you will use them in favor of you. For example, if you want to go to, you know, maybe you wanna go to shop from your home. If you want to go to the shop, there will be nothing that can stop you. But if you don't want to go to the shop, you will say, okay, it's a sunny day, maybe I'll go tomorrow. Maybe it's a rainy day, the cloud is the sky is fully cloudy. It's not good time to go outside. So when you don't want to go, there will be a lot of obstacle. But if you want to go, even if there is cyclone, you don't care to go. That's all, brother. You have to go. So this advice actually changed my life. So as you told, you have some obstacle. For example, you have two kids and wife. And now, if you think that you have to trade, you will be able to focus among them. When you will be among them, you will be able to focus. But if you think, okay, I can't focus because I have two kids, or maybe I don't have computer, there is some problem, any kind of problem. If you think like that way, you will get a lot of excuses. It's not possible for me. That's the fact, brother. I don't say possibilities. I'll just say this is the must do type things. Okay. I mean, possibilities means it can happen, it can't happen. I mean, 50-50. That is called possibility. Trading is not possibilities. It's something like certainty. It has, I mean, I have to do it. There is no option. I mean, no option. I have to do it. Again, I would love to remind you guys, whoever is joined later, no need your pen and paper. It's not going to be the learning session. It's gonna be the trading session. So either I have to be quiet here, or I can keep talking with some other things, except the price action, because I'm just willing to focus on the setup only. So when I'll find my setup, I'll focus over there only. Until then, all of this noise, I don't care. What is happening right now? Market is sideways or it is not moving. I don't care about anything else. This is called trading. It's not learning session. So if you just join later, I just remind you what I'm doing here today in London session, in New York AM session, and most probably in New York PM session as well. Because some of you are confused about my trading, why you are taking too many entries, why you are actually losing trade, why you are winning trade, or whatever. You are just, some of you, okay, not all of you, you are curious about my trading. Now if you care about my trading, then this is my trading. What I do over there, that is learning. Not for me, obviously for me as well, but for all of us, that is the learning session. Every time doing the learning session, because if I do that, you will in time, obviously not today, not by one week. In time, you'll understand the real price action, how to read the price action, how to be confident in the trading or everything. I will go every single setup, I'll push my button, but you will filter your trade. Where you will feel confident, you will push the button over there. So your trading, that will be your trading, not my trading, not my copy trading or something like that. But a lot of you are confused about my, I mean, you are more curious about my trading. I really don't get why. One of my friends just told me that, brother, you are doing all of these things for free. That's why people don't give the value of this. If you would charge some money, they would give the value. Now I am unable to charge the money because I promised myself when I started this streaming, no teaching should be done exchange of money. No teaching should be done here. So every teaching will be for free. Never ever I'll charge money for teaching. Now, if you ask me, brother, give me the signal. Now, I don't like it, to be honest, because I'm not ready to take the responsibilities. That means your money, my responsibility, right? Something like that. I'm not ready to take the responsibilities. I never do this type of things. I don't know. In time, maybe, maybe, I don't know. But teaching, it will be always free. Everything will be free. For teaching, I will never charge money. So if you want to learn, you will learn. Otherwise, you will go and some other people will join. They will go, some other will join. It will keep cycling. I know that, brother. I care too much. That's why whenever one of you leave from this channel, I get worried. Okay. This guy just missed the best opportunity to learn the price action. That's all. ICT का ज्ञान पिल दिया. Sunny, I didn't understand, brother. What did you say? Make it psychology channel session, bro. That's what we need. Psychology challenge. I mean, session. I will do it, brother. Maybe in Saturday or Sunday. If some of you are interested, like 10 to 20 people, then I'll do. Yeah, I have to do another psychological session. It's been a long. I don't talk about the psychology, so I have to do it. But this session is gonna be only on for trading. I mean, today's whole session is gonna be the trading session. Psychology session, I have to choose Saturday or Sunday. Not there should not be any kind of price action. There can't be any kind of price action. Look, I'm waiting. If I was teaching, I would explain the price action over here, what is happening over there. Now, you need it? Do you need this price action, that price action, what happened over there? Yeah, absolutely, you need all of them. I am explaining all of these things, but is that important for your trading? I mean, for pushing button, absolutely not. But this price action is important for your next plan. Whatever you are planning, this is important for that next plan. I explain this price action. I keep talking about this price action, not as a hindsight before it happens. When I keep explaining this type of price action, and then when the time arrives that just for pushing button, then I started to talk about that price action, stop loss, everything. But actually, for trading, for me, for trading, do I need to explain this price action? Absolutely not. I'm watching what is happening over there. I don't need to explain them. I explain them so that you can understand what is happening in this market. Adrian, for blowing account, I have already give you some idea or some of tricks. Everything is tips and tricks, brother. In your life, everything depends on tips and tricks. Trust me or not, I don't know, but it's true. I've already shared an idea about how to be profitable through trading. If you believe me, apply this, brother. I promise you, brother, you will not regret. You will come back to me. You will you will give me thanks. I promise you, brother. It's my promise. I never break my promise. I'm going to share this one more time. Think about this. Never ever focus on one funded account. That means s- every one of you. If you say me, no, you're wrong, brother, I am not going to agree with you. Every single one of us think like that way. I will buy a challenge. It can be a 50k account, it can be a 100k account, 250, 300k, whatever it is. I'll buy a account, I mean challenge account. I will pass it. When I will pass it, I will earn some money from that specific account. And after earning the money, what I will do, it's a different matter, because most of us, 99% of us, blow that account. Even after getting that funded account, we blow that account. Do you know why? Because our all focus is on one account. We know that if it is blown, I have to buy another challenge, I have to pass it, then I have to start earning money from that account. That means it's a pressure. You can't trade when you have the pressure. You can't trade. You can't withdraw some money if you have pressure. If you say, brother, I don't feel any pressure, I feel like if I blow it, then I will buy another one because I have a lot of money. No worries, I'll buy another challenge. I'll try to pass it. Then I will focus on that. I don't have any pressure. No, you're wrong. There will be some pressure. There will be some expectation from that one account. So how can you be free from this pressure? Wait until you have at least 5 to 10 funded account. That means maybe you are trading through Apex. I'm just giving you an example. Maybe you're not trading through Apex, you are trading through my funded futures and top step. Okay, so both of them actually provide you maximum three accounts. So you can have three account from my funded futures, three funded account from top step. This is just for example. What you will focus, you will buy a challenge account, try to pass it. Maybe you blew it, no problem. Buy another challenge, try to pass it. You blew it. Then buy another account, try to pass it. You passed it. Keep that. Just keep that. Don't trade over there. Just don't trade over there in that funded account. Maybe you have to trade, maybe little bit you have to trade. So what you can do is just go one micro contract. That means one contract is gonna be, one handle is gonna be $2. Take a buy, close the trade. No trading, just randomly gambling. Make it one contract here, buy, close the trade. That means you have to trade, you have done the trading over there. So right now you have one funded account. Then buy another challenge. Try to pass it. Fail, no worries. Again buy it. Try to pass another funded. You have already passed two funded account. Keep them, I mean, beside of you. Okay, don't trade over there. What you have to do, just to make that account alive, go to your micro account, one contract, buy, sell, whatever you want to do. Just do gamble, buy and close, or sell or close. Enough. Now you have two funded account. This is how gather as much as you can. I mean, if you have not have the financial problem, I will suggest to go for 10 accounts, 10 funded accounts. I will suggest that because this is the best area. And I will give you the example from 10 accounts, not from, see over here, I'm not thinking that market is going to fall. I'm not thinking like that way. Okay, you know what I'm looking for. It's just, it seems like a market structure shift, fair value cap or something like that. Tap this fair value cap, it will keep falling. I'm not interested to look for sell from there. From 15-minute chart, you can obviously say this is relatively equal highs. I am not going to argue with you. These two highs are relatively equal highs, but I don't like this type of sideways candle to make it relatively equal highs. I just love to make this high, swing high, another swing high. So these two swing high is relatively equal highs, but not this type of sideways candle for making my relatively equal highs. Is it valid? Absolutely, it is valid, but most of the time I get wrong by sideways relatively equal highs. Okay, so I'm just not interested to use this as my relatively equal highs. Instead, I would love to see it will keep going higher and it will come very near to this buy side liquidity. Then I will start to look for sell. Otherwise, I'm just not interested. Okay. So what I was talking about, I was talking about 10 funded account. So right now you have 10 funded account. Just think like that way. It will change your life. You have now 10 funded account. Now I really never try the daily drawdown. That means in Apex there is some daily drawdown or something. I really don't know how to manage this one. If I was trading Apex, maybe I would have some suggestion for you, but I really don't have that experience. I don't know how to focus over this. So what I will talk about the end of the day drawdown. Okay, so like topest picks, my funded futures, then Bluenox, I guess, some other, okay, fast track trading, whatever it is. When you have 10 funded account, make them 3 groups. Okay, now you can use the Ninja Trader. If you are with me in my Discord, then Tamimi will help you about the copy trading or something like that. We can help you. Okay, so use the copy trading, make them 3 group, at least 3 group. One group will have 3 account, 3 account, 3 account, and one group will have 4 account. Sorry, not 4 account, 3 account, 3 account, and 4 account. That means you have three group, 3, 3, 4, 10 account, 10 funded account. You have divided them into 3 accounts. I mean 3 group, group A, B, and C. Make sure that you have a pen and paper. Write down the group name. So this is the group A, group B, group C. In this group A, I have this account, and this account. Group B, I have this 3 account. Group C, I have this 4 account. Write it them. Use one group in one day. Make sure that you are not over leveraging. I prefer 150k account. I prefer that because 50k account you won't be able to trade the most important time. For example, the news time. News time you won't be able to trade through your 50k account because of the volatility. You will force the market, you will put the tight stop loss, you will get stopped out. So I prefer 150k. This is my advice only. Okay, so you don't need to follow this. Obviously it is possible to trade through 50k account, and the micro contract is also different. The price action is different. I never trade in micro contract, so I don't know how to trade it. I'll give you the example from 150k account only. If you have 50k 150k account, go for just 2 contract. Never ever go more than 2 contract. Never ever on your 150k account. 2 mini contract. 3 group, right? In New York morning session, take two entry. Stop loss can't be more than 20 handle. It can't be. If you see that your stop loss is going to be more than 20 handle, don't take that trade. One tick, just one tick above 20 handle, like something like this, 20 handle, one tick. No, don't go for the trade. It has to be 20 handle at least. The less it will be, the better. When you will get these things, you have 150k account. In your group you have just 3 account, 2 contract. You will go for 2 trade, just 2 trade. If one is winning, always make sure that you have taken the partial, and then you put your stop loss to the break even, and go for the extreme liquidity, and then trail the stop loss, whatever you want to. But until partial should be taken. If your target is just 20 handle, you will take a partial around 15 handle if there is any chance. If your target is 10 handle, I mean, if there is nothing at all, your target is just 10 handle, try to take partial in 5 handle or 6 handle, something like that. Always, never ever skip this option. Whatever I'm telling you, brother, I mean, this is the best advice. You believe me or not, this is the only way to be profitable by trading. Everyone will tell you consistent profitable trader. That means by one account you are going to earn 100k account. No, brother, it's not true. You're not able to do that. Nobody can able to do that. Nobody. Yeah, maybe Larry Williams is able to do that. Maybe Michael, I mean, ICT is able to do that. Someone who has 50 years experience, 30 years experience. Now I don't have that much experience, so I'm not able to do that. I can't make one account like $1 million account. I can't do that. All I know, I will blow this account. But before blowing this account, I will get as much money as I can get from there. Take just 2 trade. If first one is stop loss, don't give a shit. Wait for the next setup. Obviously, you have to wait for the perfect setup. go for that next trade. It's a losing trade, put that group A into sleep. No more trading there until the circle is done. That means group B, group C should be traded. Then you will come back again group A. In that specific day, you are not going to trade in any other group. No other. Two losing trade, that means you are done for trading. Next day, come with group B. Do the same thing. Two contract, go for two trade. If the first one is the winning trade, I don't care if it is $1 winning or $100 winning. I don't care. It is break even or it is like partial, just the partial, then stopped out to the break even or with some profit. If your winning is $1, you are done for that trade that day. No more trade is valid for that day. This is very difficult to think now, to follow actually. Now, if you think that you want to follow it, but you can't stop yourself, what you can do? Buy more challenge account. After one winning trade, you are not willing to do the paper trade. Okay, I have to trade. Okay, no problem. Buy more challenge account. Trade in that more, challenge account, not in your group, three groups. That means group A, group B, group C. No, you are not going to touch it if you get one winning trade. Maybe then in group B, you take a losing trade for the first time. Then second time, you got another entry. Don't focus on that losing trade. How much is your losing? Maybe $500. But this time you have found another setup which is going to give you maybe $300 profit. Take that $300 profit. Don't think I will mitigate that $500 loss, then I will get the profit from there. No. If this time, the second time, your target is here, relatively equal loss, and you are thinking that market can come until this area. This is the obvious area. So what you will do? Either you will take the partial, then hold your trade, or you will close your trade over there. If it is less than that, your loss, first loss, I don't care. That is not going to define your winning or losing. Trust me, brother, that this is the way to be profitable by trading. If you take two losses in a row, group B, no worries, keep them to the sleep. Come back tomorrow with group C. Do the same thing. Try two times. First time winning, no more trade in the for that day. Take one losing trade, one winning trade, done. Both of them are losing, done. Come back next day with group A because the cycle has done already, right? Group A has been traded, group B has been traded, group C has been traded. So this is the time to group A again. Forget about your loss. Don't look at the account size, nothing. Do the same thing, two contract. Maximum $20, 20 handle is stop loss. Maximum 20 handle stop loss. If it is more than 20 handle stop loss, no, don't trade in that area. No more trade. No micro, no one contract, nothing. More than 20 handle, don't trade. Keep doing this 1 month. After 1 month, you will never able to blow your account. Never ever. You will be never ever able to blow your account. If you can blow your account by 1 month, come back to me. I will stop trading. I'll just stop trading, brother. If you really know what is trading, if you are not gambling, you don't know what is the setup, or you know nothing about the price action, that is different matter. In that type of situation, obviously you have to focus on the trading, learning first, okay, before trading. But as you told that you have already traded some funded account or something like that, that's what I'm telling. That means you know a little bit about trading. Just telling you like that way. If you follow this thing just for 20 trading days, that means 1 month, I promise you, brother, you will be able to withdraw some money. Some money. It can be, if it is a three account, then you will be able to, at least you will be able to withdraw after a month. You will be able to withdraw 1,000, 4,000, near about $5,000 to $6,000. You'll be able to withdraw from all of those three groups. You won't be able to blow them. You won't be able to blow any of the group. Never possible. It's never possible. It's impossible. Totally impossible. And if it is not working, come back and tell me. Okay, I'll be here. I'm not going to, you know, ran away or something, I'll be here. Just tell me that no, brother, your plan didn't work. If it doesn't work, I will never trade. I promise you, brother. I will never trade in my life because still now I have a plan to trade by my real money, not using the Propfirm, but I will never trade. If you want, if you want some withdraw or payout, this is the only way. If you focus on one account, that means you have just one option. But when you have 10 account or 3 groups or 5 groups, oh man, you have a lot of freedom. If you don't, if you do something bad in this account, don't care. Even if I blow one group, I don't care. Still I have 2 more groups. And if I can have, like, just think, brother, you have 5k withdrawal. What do you think? 5k withdrawal, how many more account you will be able to buy with 5k dollar? Just think about that. Did I have 450k price action account, PA account that are almost reaching the loss limit, and 3 another 150 Evils account? What would you do to recover the 4 PA account before losing them? I would go for a very specific setup. That means very selective setup. And I would go for a small trade. I would never go for the runner. No, I didn't talk anything, okay? I didn't talk, so you can't listen to me. Okay. First loss, I will go for one more losses. Let's see if it can go little higher again and then fall. If it is broken from 15 meter, then I have to take this liquidity by week and it has to trade this parabolic gap. Then I will be able to look for another sell. Otherwise, I won't be able to look for sell. Let's wait. Today there is no volatility at all. I mean, absolutely slow market. This kind of 1500 is something like here. Oh man, too big. Mm. We should wait for that, but I thought that it has already, I mean, it has traded this parabolic gap. It was too far actually. I should have waited a little more to come until this buy side liquidity. And actually it has to go through this line. It has to go through this line to give me the setup. Otherwise I won't be able to sell. Or it has to come here and then there will be a weak body has to close inside this parabolic gap. This candle actually. It has to go little higher, then it has to come back again inside this parabolic gap to close. But if it close here somewhere, then I won't be able to take any kind of sell from there. In that type of situation, it has to take that high by week and it has to trade this parabolic gap. Then and only then I'll be able to take sell. Otherwise, no sell for me. Let's see. I'm waiting for 2 a.m. my time in like 30 minutes before getting out my long. I remembered about trading with time zones. It's cool, brother. Happy why you will look for buy, brother? What is the reason for looking for buy? I don't know, brother, why you look for buy. I'm not interested to look for buy. Temporary highs. What does it mean, brother? Temporary highs? I mean, what do you mean by temporary highs? I don't think so that this candle will close inside this parallel gap. So I'm going to remove this parallel gap. If it come back again inside this parallel gap, I'll mark it again. If this candle can come back again to this parallel gap and close over there, I'll mark this parallel gap again. Otherwise, I really don't think so that this candle will close inside this parallel gap. So I have to wait for this parallel gap to be traded. If there is no new day opening gap or new week opening gap, I really don't know if I have any new day opening gap or new week opening gap over there or not. Happy, my London session trading is different, brother. Okay. And Francisco, it's not my Discord, it's our Discord. It's your Discord as well. Okay, so keep this. I mean, don't keep talking about my Discord, my Discord, my Discord, your Discord or something like that. Don't keep telling that. It's not my Discord. If you say, yeah, Twitter is mine, that's absolutely mine. But YouTube, Discord, everything is all of our platform, our family. Okay. Okay, happy. I don't trade this way, brother. The way you telling. Yep, our Discord. That's cool. So it has already made the buy side liquidity. All I have to see that if this candle can close below this line or at the level of this line. If it close above this line, then I'm not looking for sell anymore. In that type of situation, I have to wait for maybe this high, which will be actually the liquidity taking session in my opinion. And if it is the liquidity taking session, I will stop with that 500 loss. That 500 loss, I will stop over there because liquidity taking session, I'm not interested to trade. So this is my last candle to see if it can close below this line or not. If it can close below this line, it has already traded this parallel gap. I'll start to look for sell again from inversion parallel gap from anywhere. I mean, if there is any kind of opportunity, I'll go for the sell. All I have to see how this candle is going to close within 5 minutes. Hey George, I need you to our Discord, brother. Okay, I need you to our Discord. If you can give me a message over there, it will be I'll be grateful to you. Okay, George. You'll see there is a moderator chat. Please give us a message over there. It can be, but even if it is a fake breakout, that's not the liquidity making. Because liquidity, for making liquidity, there is no fake breakout or something like that. Liquidity means above this line, there is the liquidity. So if it keep going higher and body close above this line, that means liquidity has been taken over here. If the liquidity has been taken, I'm just not interested to take sell over there. within the next three candle, market has to come back again and it has to close below this line. If it doesn't do that, then I have to wait for next high to make the liquidity and trade any kind of fair value gap or something like that. We're just going to have to see how we distribute this goes. Okay, is it allowed on my funded futures to have 10 funded accounts? I don't know, brother. I don't think so. They allow 10 funded accounts. I don't think so, brother. Where is my mod? I don't know, brother. I think we're going to see London high and for EST. I'm just waiting, brother. I'm not expecting something. If there is something that is my with my expectation, I'll go for that. If there is nothing with my expectation, I'm not going to touch it. So right now, all I'm seeing, if this candle can close below this line or not, this buy side liquidity, it has to close below this line within next two candle. It has to come back again and close below this line. Then I will start to look for sell. If it doesn't do that, I will sit still and I will see for the next high. See here the next high or the water block when it will go very near to this high or that high. I'll start to look for buy side liquidity over there to look for sell. If it close one tick above that line, just one tick above that line, no, it's not the liquidity making session. I mean, or at least it is not going to make the liquidity here. That's all. So after this candle, the next candle has to close below this line. It has to close below this line. Okay, my funded futures only allows three accounts. Yeah, there you go. My funded futures only allow three accounts, brother. Okay, this is the last candle. If it doesn't close below this line, I'm not looking for sell anymore, at least not from here. So it has to close below this line, this specific candle. Then I will start to look for sell. I have 5 with my funded futures, lol. Okay, I really don't know how many accounts they allowed. Okay, you, if any of you are, I mean, I really don't know. Next 10 second, let's see, 9, 8, 7, 6. I don't think so it's going to make that liquidity. So it is going to close above this buy side liquidity and I'm not interested to look for sell from there. Yeah, I'm just not interested to look for sell from there. Instead, I would love to see it will keep going higher until very near to that high. I'm not interested to take sell from this parallel gap. If it could close below this one tick below that candle, I would be in the market already. I'll be in the market. If it could close one tick below that low, I mean below that line. I'm just going to remove this one. As I told that I'll only trade the liquidity making session trade. That's why I'm not reading any other price action and I'm not interested to go any other entries. I'll only go for the liquidity making session entry. Otherwise, I'm not going to push the button. I'll close my session with 500 loss. That 500 loss, I'll close my session with that 500 loss. Happy Chaudhary, if you would love to go for that, please go for that. I mean, I can see it has taken the liquidity and then market structure, whatever you are seeing, I can see it, but I'm not interested to trade this area. I'm not seeing this is going to fall because it has taken the liquidity. 95% of the time, market actually make the liquidity around the London session. So when it has taken the liquidity, it's not the liquidity making session, at least not until now. So it has to go little higher again, very near to that high. So I would love to mark the next high, which is around there. It has to come very near to this high, and then it can make some kind of sell setup or something like that. I'm just not interested to take sell right now. I'm not interested to read any other price action except the things I keep showing around the London session. I told you, brother, I will talk about the things I keep telling around the London session. So if you ask me anything else, I am not interested to focus any other price action. So if you ask me something else, and if I focus over there, I will be distracted. I don't want to be distracted. Okay, brother? So I can't give you the my opinion about other price action. What I'm looking for, I'll just focus over there. No, I mean, what to say? I mean, all cool. As I told you, if I would see that this candle closed one tick below that liquidity, just one tick below that liquidity, I will be in the market already from there. At as it didn't close, I'm just not interested to take sell right now because it has taken the liquidity. The liquidity has taken. I'm just not interested to take sell right now. Oh, okay, so my funded futures is allowed allow you three funded account. That's cool. So yeah, in my funded futures, you'll be able to trade only three account. If you ask me what I was thinking, now I'm not going to push the button because I will wait for the things I'm waiting for. I would love to see it will close above this parabolic cap, tap this parabolic cap, it will keep going higher. I would love to see that instead of falling because in that type of situation I will be able to get another sell setup. Now, I'm not going to push my button. As I told, I will just wait for the things I am looking for. I'm not going to focus on any other price action. Just liquidity making session. If it is the liquidity taking session, I'll let him go. But I'm not going to push the button. It's because it's not going to give me the things I'm waiting for. That doesn't mean I'm going to push the button. 95% of the time market give me liquidity making session. So if it is the liquidity taking session, I'll let him go. I just put it here so that you can understand what I was looking. I mean, what if I wouldn't go for the thing I keep telling, then what I would look for. This is the thing I would look for, because market should reach very near to that high to make the liquidity. Then if it can trade any kind of higher time frame PDRA here, maybe it can be the order block, propulsion block, or anything, then I will start to look for sell again. Or it will go through this high, trade this last parabolic up one more time, then it will fall. I'll look for that type of things. There's no volatility today. Really a slow market. If it keep going to fall, as I told, I have just no opportunity to take sell, so I want to go for the sell. I want to see it come here very near to that line. Even if it take that line, no worries. The way I was looking here, it will go above that high, and if it close above that high, it's also cool. I will have another high, so that will make the relatively equal highs. I'll start to look for sell again from there. But until it reach here, I'm not interested to look for sell, even if it keep falling. I just don't care about that. I'm not going to take sell, I'm not going to take buy. I will do nothing. I'll just keep watching. Waiting, waiting, waiting. How's the feeling for waiting, brother? Always mind tell us to do something, do something, do something, but you know that you have to wait. Wait for some specific things. Most boring part in trading. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. That was awesome, brother. Still now I can't say that this is liquidity taking session because I have still the opportunity. I have 2 hours left in my hand. So until 5 a.m. I am able to look for the trade. So still I can't say that this is the liquidity taking session. It can simply come here and make the relatively equal highs, then it can fall. I just can't say that it's liquidity taking session yet. After 5, then I will be able to say, okay, it's the liquidity taking session. Until 5, I will have to wait for the setup. Trading should be boring. It's always boring. Trading is too boring. And if there is no volatility, then it's gonna be much more boring. No, phase 3 is different, brother. Phase 3 is absolutely different, but that will help you to understand that you don't need to be right every time. You don't need 100% winning rate. You don't need 80% winning rate to pay out for paying out. Okay, for withdrawal. You don't need that. That is all about. I mean, phase 3. It's not the challenge. It's actually the result. The phase 3 is the result. Whatever you have done, you have already passed the most difficult one. Phase 1. That was the most difficult one. I believe that it will trade this parallel gap. Let me remove this one. All of these lines. It will trade this parallel gap. little bit, then it will go for this line, at least for this line, and above that line I have this another line here. It will go for both of those lines to make the buy side liquidity. Remember, still we have the time until 5 a.m. So I'll go for just two trade, and I believe that I'll close my trade with winning. I don't like to close my session with losing trade. I don't like it. But here I won't go for any other setup except the things I keep showing you, and 95% winning rate will be provided by that things. I'll just go for that. Now, if you are my member, yesterday I talked about this parallel gap at the beginning of the members only live. If you remember, this is that parallel gap. I mean, if you are with me yesterday, then this is that same parallel gap over here. How to use this parallel gap? This is the first time tap, second time, third time, fourth time. That's same parallel gap. Just make sure that you have watched that part when I explained this parallel gap. Yep, ICT didn't talk about 2024 mentorship around the London session. So you should not use any kind of logic from 2024 mentorship around the London session. Even if you use the 22 IT model, I mean, sorry, 22 mentorship or 2023 mentorship in London session, most of the time you'll be wrong. Most of the time you'll be wrong. London is different. It actually, the fuel, it makes the fuel for the New York session. You mean that I'm wrong in other one, others one? Chris G, I'm never wrong, brother. I'm always right. Either market is wrong or all the other peoples are wrong. I'm never wrong. I'm always right. I don't trade gold, so I really have no idea about gold, what is happening over there. So you have to do it by yourself, brother. Gold is the liquidate market. In my life, I have traded one time gold, real money. I lost near about $800, something like that. in the gold. After that, I never trade gold with real money. Never ever. It's too risky to trade, in my opinion. One of the most liquidate market is gold market. All of the sales I'm going to miss. The reason is market didn't make the liquidity here. As market didn't make the liquidity, I'm just not able to think about even sell around here. So I have to think about only buy, and I'm not able to look for buy as well. The reason is market didn't make the sell side liquidity. So I'm just not going to look for my, I mean, buy and sell. I will wait until price reach here, very near to any of this line. When market will be very near one of this line, then I will start to look for sell. The logic is market didn't make the buy side liquidity here. It has taken the buy side liquidity. When it has taken the buy side liquidity, I'm just not interested to look for sell. That's all. You have 34% winning rate but unable to pass phase 1. What am I missing? I guess your stop loss is too much bigger. I mean, you you have a bigger stop loss. Try to make a stop loss little smaller or precised. I hope that it will change. Okay, because 34% winning rate is more than enough. It's it's more than enough. Even you are better than me. My winning rate is maximum time 30%. Maximum time 30%. It was actually. So you are doing better than me. And if I can clear a lot of evil and can make some payouts, obviously you'll be able to do that better than me. Symbol name for Imni Nasdaq, one trading view. NQZ2024. NQZ2024. What the 2024? This is called trading, brother. Rem, I just write it down. I guess you missed. Let me write it down one more time. That is the name, brother. called it. So you told that around 320 you will look for sell. So from there to there. Congratulations, brother. But I think you should not hold the trade. I don't think so. You should hold the trade. I have just no opportunity to take participate in this sell. The reason is market has taken that high. So the body didn't close at the level of the buy side liquidity. As it didn't close at the level of the buy side liquidity, I'm unable to catch any of this sell. If it could close little lower from there to there, just little lower, I would be able to catch this sell from there. Market structure sheet, favorable gap, I would be able to catch that sell. But it didn't do that. I'm just unable to do that. So I have to wait until this buy side liquidity. Otherwise, no trade for me. I will just wait to look for another buy from this low when it will be very near to that low, and at the same time if it can make any kind of higher time frame PTRA, if it can trade, then I will start to look for buy. Otherwise, buying will be not possible for me as well. I'll let it go. And I have to stop my trading with 5 handle loss. Logic is same. Market will make the buy side liquidity, or market will take the liquidity. If it makes the buy liquidity, then I will go for the trade. If it doesn't make the buy liquidity, then I'm not going to trade. That's all. As it didn't make the buy side liquidity, as in my opinion, yeah, it seems like that it has made the buy side liquidity, but it's actually taking the liquidity. So I'm not going to change my perception about seeing this fall, that okay, I should have pushed my button. No, I shouldn't have pushed my button. As it has taken the buy side liquidity. That's all. Today I didn't get my opportunity, but tomorrow I know that I will get 3 to 4 times opportunity, like yesterday, the day before yesterday, I mean then Friday, Thursday, Wednesday was the liquidity taking session, so far I remember. I'll get 1,000 times opportunity. So yeah. I used two positions of 0.2 loss lot stop loss of 40 handles, $80. Is my risk management wrong? I mean, 0.2 lot stop loss. What do you mean by 0.2 lot stop loss? I mean, you were talking about the maybe the contract. Whatever the contract is, 40 handle is your stop loss. Is my risk management wrong? It depends on your account size. Now, if you are trying to pass the phase one for 150k account, then it's not enough. Okay, brother, there is nothing called 320 macro. Okay, there is nothing called 320 macro. It stayed on the low half of the 15-minute BC. The 320. Okay, there is nothing called 320 macro. Phase plus possible highs of London. That's where what I was looking for at least. Okay, that's cool. 50k, 15k account. Okay, if your account size support that things, I mean, what is your target in your 15k account? What is your target, brother? I mean, how much you have to get to pass the level or combine? 1200 dollar. So it's not that much big. It should be good, brother. It should be good. 40 handle, but the problem is 40 handle is stop loss. That means you have to go for 80 handle. So most of the time you will miss the profit. That's the problem. That's why I always stay below the 20 handle stop loss so that my target can be little smaller according to risk to reward ratio, like 25 to 40 handle. If I can manage 15 handle to 20 handle stop loss, it's gonna be little about near about 1 is to 2 almost every time. Yeah, absolutely, you can do that. There is nothing wrong, but if you focus on like 40 handle stop loss, that means you have to go for 60 to 80 handles, which is nearly impossible. Okay, in this market to stay for 60 to 80 handle, oh man, it's like dream. So most of the time you will be able to get 30 to 25 to 40 handle. Most of the time easily you will be able to get that. So you have to make sure that your, the risk to reward ratio is gonna be stay between 25 to 40 handle target profit, and stop loss should be 15 to 20 handle in between that area. Then you will be able to catch more of winning trade. Okay, for example, you take an entry here and you are holding your trade for 80 handle, just for example, just to make it 1 is to 2. Lot of time you'll get stopped out before expanding that for 80 handle or something like that. 80 to 100, and 80 to 100 handle is kind of runner, extremely difficult, brother. If someone can get that 80 to 100 handle, they keep posting their post because that is called runner. 80 handle is huge, man. Yes, Purba, just for the first time users. If you are the first time users, then it's gonna be $48 for 50k account, $90 for 100k account, $132 for 150k account. If you're the first time user, otherwise you will get 20% off. So $80 minus 20%, how much it will be? That is going to be cost. Yeah, then it is going to be $48 for 50k account, 150k account. Just the first one. The first purchase should be, I mean, that 40% off, whichever account size you choose. Make sure that you have used that T2 wizard. Okay. Yes, 1 is to 1 RR is good for Nasdaq before retrace to your stop loss. If you look for that 1 is to 1 RR, it is going to help you for the funded account, not for the challenge account. If you want to pass the challenge, you have to go more than 1 is to 1 RR. You have to go. Okay. That's the fact. That's cool, Francisco. That's good, brother. Tape reading means what is happening over here. You'll just read that. This is the tape. Okay. Tape. Every candle is the tape. You will keep reading why it is coming here, why it came here, why it will go higher. You will just read it. The gray shadow is the 50-minute fair value gap here. This one. If you can pass for the first time, I mean, when you will buy it and you have passed it, perfect. You are done. You don't need to pay any other fees. But if you didn't pass it, then next month they will charge $48 until you cancel the subscription. If you cancel it, then they're not going to charge $48 anymore. They then later, if you would love to get another account, you have to pay maybe 5% or 20%, whatever their offer will be. So it will be maybe $76 for 50k. But if you don't cancel it, then they will charge $48 again, so that you will get another account or another opportunity to pass that level. If you pass it, you are done. You don't need to pay anything else. Until 30th of September. So the end of this month, 30th of September. Is the fair value gap are looking for sale? If you can, please, what the parameters we need to before pricing order? Surendran, I guess you're new, brother. Just keep coming. Just keep coming, brother. How much is the reset account for 40%? No, for reset account, if you would love to reset it, then you have to pay, I mean, the regular fees. That means you will get maybe 5% discount. That is gonna be $50, something like that. $47.50. Yeah, the reset is gonna cost the same thing, $47.50. The offer is just for the first time users, for the first time. So one time. This is the offer, one time offer. They raised the reset to $80. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, so there you go. The reset is gonna cost $80, brother. I think $76 actually. If you use the code, then it's gonna cost $76. I didn't know that, brother. I'm unable to take this buy as well because it didn't came to this line. Even if it can tap to this line, I'll be able to take that buy because this is the breaker high, low, high, lower low. This is the highest up close body close candle, which is my breaker around that area. Even if it can tap to this high, I would see this is my relatively equal lows. I would go for the buy from here somewhere. But as it didn't tap to this high, I'm just not going to push the button. I'll let him go. Okay. This is called trading. I mean, this is how I actually trade. Everything should be in line, then I'll go for the trade. Otherwise, I'm not gonna push my button. I missed this one just for here. See how many handles it can be. Uh, just one handle. Just for one handle, I missed this buy here. Just for how many handle? 18. Yeah, one handle. Two handle. Just for two handle, I missed this sell. Just for one handle, I'm going to miss this buy. That doesn't mean I'm going to push my button. That's all, brother. Do you have any fast track accounts? What do you want to know? Just let me know that, brother. KJ, what is your query? Let me know that. Again, I'm not going for buying. I just told that I will go for the only buy or sell if it can make the liquidity. As it didn't fail to make, okay, this is liquidity making. I can agree with you, but there is no higher time frame PDR. That means nothing has been traded around that area. It came here, it is going higher without trading any kind of higher time frame PDR. So I'm unable to look for that buy as well. The way I missed this sell, the same way I'm missing this buy, and I'm not going to chase it. Today is not going to give me that, nor is next day I'll get this opportunity. The way I showed you last two London session, 2 to 4 entries, if you remember. So that those I mean London session was absolutely perfect. Today's London session is not going to give me the opportunity to take buy or sell. So I'm not going to take buy or sell over here. That's all. Okay, Geze, brother, are you with me in my Discord? If you can join me in my Discord, there will you find out a lot of people who are using fast track trading. Okay, they will help you every kind of situation. They will help. They will be able to help you. You can't see me. Listen to me. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, Geze, you will see the pin comment Discord link. Please join over there and ask your queries. They will help you, brother. Aminur Rahman, at last you managed that membership, brother. Congratulations. Don't forget to give me the penguin. In Bangladesh, we are in a big trouble, brother. We can't use the card for buying anything or for giving any kind of dollar. This membership things doesn't work from Bangladesh. Lot of restriction from here. Thank you, Ketan, for the penguin. I was expecting this from Aminur. The 1 hour 30-minute candle is valid on this one. No, it's not the valid order block. It is kind of order block which is actually the middle candle. Now I don't use this order block for my PDRA. I don't use it. I use them when I'm in 1 minute chart. I took the buy or sell from 1 minute chart. Then I will keep using this type of middle order block, but not for my direction. So for my direction, I need to touch at least this breaker block. If it could touch this breaker block, yeah, I would go for that buy. As it didn't touch that breaker block, I didn't do anything over there. This is perfectly liquidity making session. Here it has made some liquidity. I mean, it has taken the liquidity. Liquidity didn't make the perfect liquidity. No perfect setup, no trade for me. I'll wait for the next opportunity. Still I have the time, okay? Still I have 1 hour and 9 minutes left. So I'm not in rush. I would love to see how it is going to trade in that rest of the time. Why can't I change the color of my actual crosshairs, but just the color of the lines in trading view? I don't know. I'm not an expert. If anyone can help Fortune Futures, please help him. Hey Sachin, how are you, brother? पत्ते तो की नहीं भाई तुम पत्ते हो कि नहीं भी नहीं भाई तुम Purva, my English, I mean, sorry, Hindi is real too bad. I can understand when I listen, okay, but by reading, very bad. Shasta penguin from me. It's okay, brother. It's perfectly okay. That's cool. That was a very nice, beautiful setup around that area. Just missed this trade because of one handle. Just because of this one handle, I missed this trade. I'm not going to regret. And this was not a sell setup. It would be a perfect sell setup if it could close below that liquidity level. Then it could be a perfect setup for me. So here, this parabolic up, I would go for the trade for 15 handle will be my partial, and then I will hold my trade for the some other area I don't know. The same thing is here, 15 handle partial, then I'll hold it for the liquidity or something. But just because it didn't trade the higher time frame PTR, I didn't go for that trade. Even why don't you read the chat, bro? I am reading the chat. Losing learning every brother. It's okay. Learning is the main part. Ketan, I read the chat. What did he tell? Purba Sherpa. I I did his chat. How long is this offer going on? Yeah, I told her. I mean, sorry, I told him it is going to valid. I mean, it is available until 30 of September. That means the last day of this month. That is the last time for that offer. I told. Where is the Discord link? Look at the pin post, brother. Pin comment. Look at the pin comment. Can you explain the liquidity making versus taking part? Thank you. Liquidity making means market is going to make the liquidity. Simply it is going to make the liquidity. Let me show you the yesterday's London session. You'll understand. This is yesterday's London session. Market has made the liquidity. This one with this one shallow run with this one relatively equal lows. It has perfectly made the liquidity yesterday's London session. Liquidity taking means it is not going to make the liquidity. The way it has made relatively equal lows or shallow run below the liquidity, it's not going to do that. Instead, it will close below the liquidity line. That means previous swing high or low, it is going to close. Something like that. This is liquidity taking. This high has been taken over here by the body close. See, it's liquidity taking and this is liquidity making. See this high and that high. They are relatively equal highs. It has made the liquidity. This is the same I mean, this is the PM session and this is the London session. So in London session, this thing is important. Relatively equal highs, relatively equal lows. In New York session, no, it doesn't have any value. See you, Chris. See you, brother. I'll do the same thing in the New York session today as well. I'll just wait for the trade. Just I'll go for two trade. If I find out the opportunity, I'll go for that trade. If I don't get it, then I'm not going to push the button. That's all. If you are my member and if you are with me in my last members only stream, over there I explained this parallel gap. Okay, please use this one as a live example. Whatever I explained over there, come over here, use this parallel gap, think the same way I talked about this parallel gap, same way. Just make sure that your direction, when you will get your direction perfect. So over there I talked about the sell only because I was looking for sell. For me the buying was done, but here my direction is buying. I'm not looking for sell because sell is done for me. Until this high or that high is my option to look for. I mean, market will reach any of this area, then I will start to look for sell. Use the same parallel gap. This is that parallel gap. Okay. So direction is just different. Yesterday I explained the sell. Now you will use this parallel gap as a buying setup. Isn't it considered liquidity taking even if it goes one tick above the high or low? Yeah, it's liquidity taking. Until that area, it was liquidity taking. So until that line, it was liquidity taking. And my session is not completed yet. So until the session is not completed, I still have the opportunity to make another liquidity with that high. So for example, that was a high. When this high has been taken over here, it has taken that liquidity. That doesn't mean it's a liquidity taking session because market is still, I have the time. Then market came here, take that liquidity. It has liquidity has taken over that. That doesn't mean it's the liquidity taking session until the time is not end. That means until from 1 a.m. New York local time to 6 a.m. New York local time. In that time frame, if market can make the liquidity, then that is going to be your liquidity making session. But you will be able to push your button, that means you will be able to trade in only between 2 a.m. New York local time to 5 a.m. New York local time. Sometimes 5:30, but it's for them who has more experience, for example 3 to 4 years experience to see the market the same way. They are able to, I mean, they will be able to push the button after 5 5 5, so until 5:30. But if you are absolutely new, no pushing button is valid after 5. That's all. That's shallow run. Where is shallow run, brother? DB? Let me know where you are talking about. Which one is the shallow run? Both of them the line is valid for liquidity making. So if it, even if it close above this line, I will still have that line to make the liquidity. So I have just marked this high and that high. Both of them are valid for liquidity making session. Now the net K said just tick above that would be shallow run. No, it's not the shallow run. If it close above the line, let me show you one more time. See this high. If it close above that high, above that line, if it can close above that line by one tick, body one tick above the line, it's liquidity taking, not the shallow run. Shallow run has to be the weak. Body can't be there. Just body can't be there. Okay, let's wait little more to look for the sell. If it give me, I mean, if it takes me this time, let's wait. It has made relatively equal highs, traded the propulsion block here. This is the propulsion block. So I have the hard time frame PTRA. I have liquidity making session. Just need to make sure that it is going to reverse from that inversion parabolic gap. That's all I just need to make sure. And if it doesn't take me, I will just miss that trade. That's all. I will wait for little more. This is not the market structure shift. So some of you can think this is the market structure shift. No, it's not the market structure shift. I don't trade turtle soup, brother, and I don't know how to mark the turtle soup. I'm waiting for a order block entry here. I'm just not going to take the inversion parabolic entry. The reason is for taking the inversion parabolic entry, I have to look for two things. First, candle can't close above the min threshold. I mean, sorry, above the 50% of that parabolic gap, that bearish parabolic gap. That's why I'm unable to push the button from this inversion parabolic gap. I would have to wait for the order block entry. I can be wrong. It closed above this concurrent crossband. That means I'm not able to push my button from here to this parabolic gap. So I'm not going to do that as this 50% is broken. That's why I was waiting to see if it can close below this line. And I have just seen where is going to be my 15 handle. So until this area, that was my 15 handle. From that order block line, I was cool with that. If I got that price action over there, I would go for that. If it keep going higher, I'll watch these two line to see if it can make the liquidity with these two line. Buying was only valid from this area if it could tap to this line. Then it would be valid for buying. Right now, it's not valid for buying. It's only valid for selling. Now, either I have to wait for 22 IT model, or if I would love to use the inversion parabolic gap, then I have to be very careful about the price action over here. So far, it didn't give me the price action for taking entry from that inversion parabolic gap. So I'm not going to push the button from there, depending on that inversion parabolic gap. The best option is to wait for the 22 IT model. If I don't get the opportunity to take sell uh, before, I mean, until 5 a.m., then I will stay here until 5:30. So that is the last line for me to go for the trade. Some of you can think that market is going higher, why you are talking about sell. Now, I am not explaining the price action, so it can be your confusion. But if you watch my last two stream over there, you will see that in a very big bull market, I took sell. In a very big sell market, I took buy. That is how the London session works. If that is not the liquidity taking session, how do I know that it's not the liquidity taking session? These two highs will tell me this is liquidity taking session or liquidity making session. These two highs will tell me because there is no other high above that high to make the liquidity, I guess. Yeah, I have this another high, but I don't think so. It's a good idea. I will take a risk over here. Stop loss is going to be above that candle. Target profit is gonna be here. I'll take the partial if it gives me the partial around 15 handle. That is going to be my partial area. I shouldn't push this button. That high. If it is a losing trade, then I'm going to close my session because no more trade is valid for me. I will come back again the new work session and I'll go for two trade again over there. Okay, it's a losing trade. I'm not going to push the button, not going to close the session actually. We'll wait to see if I should wait little more here for that things or not. I'll just wait for that and but not pushing button anymore to trade. I'm just done. So 15 handle 17 handle losses from the London session. Yes, I know that I broke my own rules. I was feeling like it is going to react from this parallel gap. On the London session, 15 to 20 handle maximum loss. We can take that risk. I admit that I broke my rules. I already did once earlier, waiting to take these highs, then it's full for time. I'll stay here just to see if there was the I was in rush or not. Yeah, I broke my rule, but I'll be here just to see if I broke my own rule. I mean, I was in rush or not. But I'm not going to push the button. That's all. Because two loss, I'm done for the London session. London session, I don't take more than two losing trade. New York session, I can take four losing trade in a row. But London session, I don't trade London that much. But even if I trade London, I just go for two more two trades, maximum two trades. So it's gonna be near about 15 to 20 handle loss, something like that. This is the high, that is the high. I have these two high. If any of this high is not broken by 15-minute candle, then it's gonna be a perfect liquidity making. Then the sell setup should be created, something like that. I was in little rush. To be honest, I would love to see that this 15-minute candle will take that high and trade this parabolic gap. I would love to see that. So little higher run, little bit. This is the last candle of 15-minute chart. I want to see it will take that high, trade this parabolic gap, not going to close above that line. That's all I would love to see. Okay, fine. It should not close above that line. Not above that line. It should not close above that line. Then the perfect area to look for the sell if it doesn't close above that line. Let's see. Perfect. It didn't close above that line. Even if it go higher little bit now, I don't care. Every kind of sell opportunity now, it is the best, highest probable selling opportunity now, because this is the highest high. Every single selling opportunity is the high probable selling opportunity right now. I'm just unable to catch it. That's all. The punishments are really so helpful sometimes. It reminds us that we should not violate our own rules. It has taken that high. You're seeing this way? No, it is actually made that shallow run. Until the body doesn't close above that line, it is called the shallow run, and it is absolutely valid for liquidity making session. So all I can see that it has made this relatively equal highs, trade that last favorable gap. If it give us any kind of lower displacement market structure sheet favorable gap, that is the best opportunity, high probable trading opportunity for this London session. Please do it, brother Fahim. This time, if candle close above this line, then it's gonna be the liquidity taking session. And absolutely, today's session was the liquidity taking session. That means rest 5% of the day. It was the rest 5% of the day. just waiting to see how this 15-minute candle is going to close. Is it going to close above that line, or is it going to close below that line? At the same time, if any kind of lower displacement or lower big run will provide me the highest probable trading opportunity for selling, any kind of lower displacement. But if it close above that line, then it's gonna be the liquidity taking session, because this is the highest high which could make the liquidity. That is the highest high. And if it is the liquidity making session, I'm not going to be very upset, and I'm not going to think that I took two losses because I was in rush. Either way, I wouldn't get any kind of winning trade, as it is the liquidity taking session. So what I will do, I will just uh, tell myself that was the liquidity taking session. Why you are getting so upset? Come back tomorrow and take the winning trade from the London session like yesterday. That is my buy side liquidity for weekly bias. I really don't want to see it is going to be taken by today. I would love to see the expansion in Wednesday and Thursday toward that buy side liquidity. So today, I mean intention is market will fall actually. Today should be the manipulation. Yesterday was the accumulation. That was the perfect accumulation. Market has already taken the Monday high. So manipulation has to take the Monday high, where it has already taken the Monday high here. That was the Monday high. At the same time, it has taken the Sunday high as well. So all of the buy side liquidity has taken. It should go for the sell side liquidity. That means at least Monday low. Then if it is extreme, then it will go for the Friday low. I don't think so it will reach until the Friday low, but it should go for the sell side liquidity now, as it has already reached above the Monday high and it was extreme, so it has taken the Friday, I mean Sunday high as well. Do you also trade gold? No, I don't trade gold, brother. It is at the all-time high. Until it proves you wrong, keep looking for buy. A 50-50 chance. It has this inversion fair value from hourly chart, this anti-fair value gap. I mean, not exactly the anti-fair value gap. This is the fair value gap that should be traded. The lower portion has been traded. It's a bad sign for the for going higher because market didn't work with the upper portion of this fair value gap. It worked with the lower portion. Still, at the same time, it has traded this order block. Then this is the propulsion block. It is now trading this propulsion block. I have the breaker block as well, bearish breaker block over there with with this fair value gap, this inversion fair value gap. So 3 PDRA over there, all of this 3 PDRA overlined around that area. See, inversion fair value gap, bearish fair value gap, and also the breaker block. All of these 3 PDRA is over there. Market perfectly trade there. Now it is trading this propulsion block. Is this going to be the winner, or the all-time high is going to be the winner? So in this type of situation, it's kind of low probability to go for buy or sell both of them. According to the rules, as market is at the all-time high, you should keep looking for buy only. But depending on this price action, you should wait until this fair value gap, at least this inversion fair value gap is broken. Until that, you should wait for any kind of decision. If you ask me, I think this setup will be the winner. Fair value gap trade here, order block, propulsion block, they are going to be the winner in my opinion. Okay, I'm just not going to say it is going to happen. The reason is market is at the all-time high. When market is at the all-time high, it will keep going higher until there is a bearish fair value gap from very high time frame. At least from daily chart, there is no bearish fair value gap, it keep going higher. Most of the time it happens. So I believe that they are going to be the winner, the propulsion block and the water block. If they are broken, at least this propulsion block is broken, then next target is this last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. It will reach until this 15-minute fair value gap. In that type of situation, they are going to be the winner. So this is the low probability. You have to wait, either market will close above this inversion fair value gap, or you have to wait until this water block is broken. Oh, sorry, not water block, this propulsion block mean threshold is broken. Then maybe you will be able to look for a sell until this last fair value gap. It's just my opinion. I don't trade gold. After seeing this, chart, this is just my opinion. And from 1 minute chart, as you can see, market has taken all the buy side liquidity, it has taken all the sell side liquidity. There is no buy side liquidity left, there is no sell side liquidity left. All the price action is inside that leg. See this leg? As I don't have the buy side liquidity, I just can't simply say that market is keep going higher. As I don't have the sell side liquidity, I just can say that market is keep going lower. In my opinion, they should be the winner, market should keep going higher. But if and only if market is going to close before this line, below that line, oh man, then it is going to fall. I hope so. Okay. As it has closed above this line, see this line, it has closed above that line. It didn't make the buy side liquidity. I'm just not interested to look for sell. If it didn't close above that line, I would go for the sell. As it has closed above this line, I'm just not interested to look for sell anymore. I'll just watch this market, because it was the liquidity taking session. Today's session was the liquidity taking session because I have the highest high, that line was the highest high. So that was my last hope for making the liquidity. As it didn't make the liquidity, this is the 5% of the time where market actually take the liquidity. It has taken the liquidity. Every kind of selling opportunity is now low probability for me. I'm just not interested to see This is the market structure sheet, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap, it will keep falling. I don't want to see like this way. If you ask me, I will love to say I will stay over here. I will just stay still over there. I'm not looking for sell, I'm not looking for buy. No opportunity for me. So I have to finish my day with the loss, not my day. I mean the London session with that 17 handle loss, so that I will try to mitigate my loss with some profit around the New York AM session, and then I'll continue this in the New York PM session as well. I'm not going to reset it until the end of today. So end of the day, I will just see did I close my day with losing trade or not. And every session I will go only for two entries, just for two entries, no more than two entries. And the London session, as the stop loss is too small, 10 handle, 5 handle, 12 handle, I could go any kind of possibilities. But on the New York session, I will only go for the perfect scenario where I will think this is going to work, or the high probable trade. If there is a high probable trade on the New York session, I'll go for that trade. If there is like low probability or the possibility, no, I'm not going to trade them, because the stop loss is not going to be the smaller around the New York session. It's gonna be high stop loss, highly stop loss. Okay, so this is the London session, liquidity taking session. As I told, 95% of the time London is going to make the liquidity. 5% of the time London is going to take the liquidity. This was a perfect liquidity taking session. Market keep going higher, and finally this was the highest high, which has been taken over there. So liquidity has taken over there. It didn't make any kind of liquidity around that area, nothing. No liquidity has made over there. As it didn't make the liquidity, I'm just not interested to look for sell now. Something bad happened in the Nasdaq market. I guess this whole year will be this type of price action. So if you see over here, this is the Asia session. Market started to go higher. The Asia session is highly volatile. If you go yesterday, this is the Asia session, highly volatile. Then here, where was that? Asia session, Asia session. I guess it was here. Yeah, that was the Asia session. There. Okay, that Asia session was little consolidating. That should be the Asia session, something like that. That was cool. In Thursday, here, this is the Wednesday Asia session. I don't like this type of move around the Asia session. Then the Thursday Asia session was, I guess, was the Asia session. Okay, that was the Thursday actually. Wednesday, not Wednesday. That was the Thursday Asia session. Then Wednesday Asia session was here. I guess it was here. And that was the Monday actually. Oh, by the way, this is the Monday. Look at the Asia session. Then where is Tuesday? Yeah, here is Tuesday. Tuesday Asia session was little cool, I guess. Yeah, that was cool. Little consolidating. I love this type of consolidation around the Asia session. Then Wednesday Asia session, bullshit price action. Thursday Asia session was little cool. Friday Asia session, expansion. Today's Asia session, expansion. Almost every day's Asia session is expanded Asia session. I really don't like it. This year is gonna be very difficult to trade from the beginning. It's not because I took two losses, 17 handle losses. That's why I'm telling this. I keep, even if I win the trade, I keep telling this. This year is really a bad year to trade. The reason is election, American election. Every 4 years, the American election time is really so difficult to trade. That year is different. Now this is my first time I am experiencing the bad price action about the election year, because the last election year I was gambling in when there was the Trump was the what to say, I mean the prime minister of USA. I was a gambler over there, so I really didn't know what I was doing around that area in that election year. So that was very good price action for me. Some days I got some kind of perfect run. Some days I got bad run. But this year when I got, this is the first time in my life, the election year, really a bad price action. To be honest, Surendran, brother, can you please watch my pin post in my YouTube channel? I have just pin video. If you watch that video, you will get whole guidelines. Okay. Why SL is small in London and big in New York? Because London session has low volatility and New York session has the high volatility. So if your stop loss is something like this in London session, just this thing. This is the London session, okay? So something like here, around there. The same thing if you do in London session, sorry, in the New York session, something here. Let me show you around the New York session. So where is the New York session? It's the consolidating session. So let me put it over there. It's just nothing. It's just nothing. The stop loss is just nothing because it is highly volatile. Even if you would love to cover some specific area, it's gonna be huge stop loss because the volatility is huge over there. Every candle size is different around the New York session. Because of the volatility, your stop loss is going to be changed. Where I can put my stop, for example, I took my entry over there here. My stop loss is just above that high, just above that high. See, it is 12 handle. Just remember that. I'll go to the session of the, I'll just come here, normal day. So this is the New York AM session. Maybe I would love to put, I mean, take an entry over here around that area, and my stop loss is going to be above that high, just for that high, 19 handle. It is also not volatile, but if you look for another setup over here, would love to take the entry over there, put your stop loss above the high, 36 handle, because of the volatility. The logic is going to be the same, but the stop loss is going to be bigger because of the volatility. This market didn't want to give me any kind of entry, so I just missed every kind of entry, because even if it wanted to fall, it should not close above this high, that line. It shouldn't do that. If it wouldn't do that, then I would go for this trade, that market strategy. If I will get that trade, I would go for that one. As market has taken that high, I'm just unable to take the sell from there. The way I was unable to take the buy, take the sell. Every time market just didn't give me the opportunity as it was the liquidity taking session. I will come back tomorrow for better opportunity to see if it can make the liquidity around that area. But if you are trading for too long and still, I mean, if you are profitable, but this year maybe you are doing little bad, just stay this year calm and quiet. Make sure that you are not in rush. You are not going to give up from the next year. If there is not World War III, I mean not World War III, okay, something like that, or some big war or something like that. From the next year, it's gonna be very beautiful. Trust me, brother. It's gonna be very, very, very beautiful. The reason is this year the election is going to be finished, and then next year it's gonna be beautiful. If there is not World War Three, if there is World War Three, then I don't know you'll be able to trade or not. I won't be able to trade. That's for sure. MSS on Nasdaq. Okay, I'm not seeing any Nasdaq MSS now. WW4 order for where will be World War Three, brother? WW3. Yesterday's London session. Let me actually go over there one more time. That was the yesterday's London session. Okay, so over here around that area. This was the yesterday's London session, as I have shown you this low around that area. This low, that low, relatively equal low, straight this fair value gap. This is that specific low. That was my first entry. If you remember, I have tweeted it to my Twitter. That was the first entry from this fair value gap. There was the second entry. Then I had the breaker block entry. I didn't take this entry though, because of outside of the session. That was the breaker block entry. That was the third entry over there. Then we have the 7 a.m. kill zone entry. Where was that? There. I got stopped out. I have already uploaded to my Twitter. I got stopped out over here. Stop me out. Then take re-entry over there from that travel gap. That was another entry. Yesterday's session was so beautiful. Lot of opportunity to trade. But today's session is the liquidity taking session. It was one-sided. So market was keep going higher, keep going higher, keep going higher. There is a little retracement. It's not a selling opportunity, by the way. Then after this retracement, again market went higher. If just one tick, if it could fall little one handle over there, just one handle, I would be able to catch that run with confidence. As it's the liquid taking session, I'm just not interested to trade. That's all. How is Bali, bro? Planning to travel there? Bali, in Indonesia? I guess Outlander is in there. I mean Bali. He's in Bali. So we just saw his comment to our Discord. Bali is a beautiful area, to be honest. Job index. I don't need any job right now. I'm on holiday in Bali. We'll be here for new work. Yeah, Outlander, you're here, brother. What time if we trade then account is breach? What do you mean by that, brother? Account is breach. Which account? Which Propfirm? If you just ask who is what time we if we trade account is breach, how can I give you the answer, brother? You have to tell us the details. Join our Discord. Let us know about every kind of your question. You will get every kind of answer from there. Okay. If you see the pin comment, there is the Discord link. Please join over there and ask your question. There are a lot of you know experts over there. They will help you. You don't think that's London high because it swept the high? What do you mean by that? London high, that is the London high because London session has made that high. This is the London high. It doesn't need to sweep any liquidity to make the London high, or it doesn't. If it doesn't take any swing high, that means it didn't make the London high. Is the around the London session, the highest high is the London high. The lowest low is the London low. If you ask me where is the London low, I'll say this is the London low. See this line? That is the London low here, and this so far this is the London high until 6 a.m. The highest high is gonna be the London high. If close above, what do you mean by close above? What close above? Every session is easy to trade if you know when you should stop. Every session will give you the losing trade. Every session will give you the winning trade. All you have to do is you have to wait for the trade. For example, I take two losses. This London session will provide you small losses. So 17 handle by two losing trade, it's gonna be 17 handle. And my stop loss was both of the time my stop loss was extreme. I'm not pushing my button from this breaker block. That's all. It is high probability for me. Still, I'm not pushing my button over there because I've already got two losses. I've seen that if I take another loss, it's gonna be 10 handle, only 10 handle. That should be the partial, that should be the target. But I'm not pushing the button because I know what I should stop. I took two losses, I'm not pushing my button. That's all. It depends how you're thinking. If you think that you know when you should stop, every session is gonna be too easy to you to trade. If you don't know when you should stop, it's gonna be difficult for you to trade in that specific session. If you ever think that you are not going to take the losing trade, you are wrong because you have to take the losing trade. And if you always think that You are never going to get a winning trade. Always you are going to take the losing trade. You are also wrong. Trade winning and losing will keep happening. Make sure that your losing trade is not going to blow your mind. If you it can blow your mind, then it will blow your account. So first you have to make sure that your mind is strong enough not to blow the account. So losing trade is not going to blow your account. Your mind is going to blow your account, so brother. Today's London session, I only focus on the thing over here, that is liquidity making session. I didn't see any other price action, just nothing. Both of the entry, I broke my own rules. I just pushed the button depending on that setup. Today's session was the liquidity taking session. I just missed everything. I didn't look for any other setup. Even I broke my own rules, and that is 22 IT model or the inversion parallel gap. Both of them, I just missed both of them. There was not even a single setup. I broke my rule. I punished myself. I'm not pushing my button. That's all. So after 4 minutes, I'll close my trade. I mean, sorry, I'll close my session and I'll come back around the New York session. No need to bring your pen and paper because that is going to be only the trading session as well, like this boring session. Just to trade, enough. Around the 7 a.m. I'll try to do one more trade, but I'm not going to reset this account, so you'll be able to see the see these things. You'll be able to see it over here. It will be there. End of the day, I will see what is my losing and what is my winning. This is called trading. I will do trading today. No learning, no nothing. Just trading. It can be a bad day for me. Obviously, it shouldn't. It will be a good day. I'm not telling that. It can be a bad day. And every session, I will just wait. I mean, I'll look for some specific things. For example, in London session, I went for the liquidity making things only. No other price action. Just nothing. Around the New York session, I will look for the first fair value gap. After 9:30, I will only go for the entry from the first fair value gap. If and only if market is not near the first fair value gap after 9:30, then maybe I will look for something else. But if it is near the first fair value gap after 9:30, the first fair value gap, then I will only focus on that first fair value gap entry. No other setup for me. And if I come around the PM session, maybe I will look for some specific things over there. So 6 entry I will take. My maximum loss limit is 60 handle. That means yeah, maximum 660 handle. But it's okay. Let's go for that. Let's write it down. Break up block. As I told, I know when I should stop. Around the London session, I don't care how beautiful the setup is. I am not going to push the button because I have already exceeded my loss limit. You have to do the same thing. You should not care even if that is the best setup ever. You should punish yourself if you broke some rules, or if you or were in rush, or maybe you were in FOMO, or everything, anything, any kind of situation. You should punish yourself first. So make sure that you have punished, because this time if you're wrong, you are going to take three losing trade in a row. Whatever it is your maximum losing limit, you will stop over there. No more trade. Even if it is one handle loss, you'll count it. You see, my first losing trade was five handle, just five handle, just five handle. Just think about that, five handles. So from if you see, I take an entry over here and I just close my trade there, just there, eight handle. I mitigated my loss already, but still, that is losing trade. Losing trade is losing trade. If you got that, no, no more trade for that specific session or a specific day, whatever it is. No, don't go for the trade anymore. In time, you'll understand how to trail the stop loss and how to actually make your loss smaller and win bigger by trailing stop loss, putting stop loss too tight. This is how actually. Okay, it's 5 a.m. New York local time. I'll be back around the New York. I mean, sorry, around 8:45 New York local time around the morning session. So until then, cheers, guys.